Yes, everyone, I'm back. It's a Soviet soldier, Comrade Tushanka, Afghanka. Ow, ow. Don't give G. What? What? Hurrah! Slava SSSR. All right, listen, I'm gonna make a new video today. This is the first new reaction video of this year. I'm gonna tell about the Ukraine war, about the Russian-Ukrainian war. Because, you know why? Because everyone is talking about it. My best friend, always, every time. My second best friend, he's know much about many things about history, culture, religion, this war, of course, blah, blah, blah. Everyone is even talking about that work. And on my other work, they're talking also about this conflict. We're making sometimes jokes, but I'm not going to talk about that. Why is this war so important, even to me? Well, to my mom, my father, and yeah, you here. Yeah, you know, my mom is from Russia, as you know, and she told me another, well, different story about the war than everyone thought to be. But, you know, my mom told me that in the beginning of the year, you know, when Putin invaded Ukraine, you know, it was his fatal mistake. You know why? Because I think that he shouldn't be invaded Ukraine. And, yeah, you know, if we can maybe search for something, oh. My laptop is doing again crazy, doesn't matter. I don't know why he's doing this, don't worry. Sorry. My, oh God. What the fuck is this? Come on, man, don't do this. Okay. So, here we are at the map of Ukraine. As you know, the Russian forces, they're here. They're almost here. Right, in this beautiful two republics of Donetsk. And if we're looking at Google Maps, you know, he was almost close at Kiev. Here, as I believe, here. Oh wait, that's Kryvyi. Wait, where's Kiev? Where the fuck is Kiev on the map? What the fuck? Oh, there it is, here. So, as you know about this conflict, you know, my mom told me about the different story, and as I'm looking every time here on these videos, and even the West is sending Leopard tanks, and I don't like it all, because we have many economic problems. We have crises in this country that we first need to solve. So why the fuck are we supporting this war for nothing? Why are even Ukrainian paratroopers killing Russian forces, or they're gonna destroy new Russian tanks? Man, fuck that, man. This is about different thing about war, you know? I understand, of course, I don't like Putin, I don't like Zelensky, they're bad guys, as, well, Putin is even a bad guy, but I think he's the only solution for Russia. And why I'm saying this, my friends, well, that guy, well, I'm not talking about Trump, but he's a good president, but I'm talking about this guy, this old ex-KGB bold guy, who has a Russian Slavic typical face. You know, I understand from the parts about the opinions about people about in this war. They talk about the war, what they think about Putin, what they think about, you know, Russia and Ukraine. You know, for me, Russians and Ukrainians are my brothers. You know why? I'm going to tell you a story. Also, I've written. I remember when I was last year, I was on vacation. You can see the videos in Austria. I met a Ukrainian guy. I did. And it was unexpected. You know what had happened? I was at vacation going to Austria last year in August. I'm going to tell you everything. I was meeting this guy called Misha. Misha was a guy who came all the way from Kharkov, if you saw the city on Google Maps. He came all the way to Germany from that war. Can you imagine what kind of brave, respected Slavic guy he is? He came from all the way from Ukraine to Germany. To a city called Ebrach. There was. And there was an hotel where I met him. And maybe I can show you the hotel. And, you know, at this hotel, it was really surprisingly, because I was there with my vacation group. And the hotel was also after, behind the German Emperor's Palace. Here. This is the hotel where I met him. If I believe it was, yeah, Klosterbau. I met him, Misha, in the night. Telling you this, well, this Ukrainian guy was so nice to me. well, before, it what happened in the night. I hadn't go outside because I was with my vacation group. I was with a guy called Frank. We were sitting there in the bed. I was laying in bed. We talked about things, blah, blah. Then we heard a strange noise outside. We were thinking, what the fuck is that? Who is outside at 12 o'clock or almost fucking 1:30 in the night? I think, what the fuck? Who's in night in home when everyone is sleeping in a hotel? So I was looking outside in my window. I was looking like this. I was going outside when my the guy Frank, he was going outside. He was going to the window. I was looking also the window. And then we were seeing an Ukrainian, Russian, well, I thought he was Russian guy, was sitting listening to music, to Russian music. I think, what the fuck? And then he was talking German and Russian to me. Okay. So I was talking with him and I was asking Frank, should I go downstairs? And I said, yeah, okay. I don't know if you get in trouble. Don't worry, Frank, don't worry. I'm going out downstairs. I was asking, and also, before I was going downstairs, I was talking with him. And he asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm from the Netherlands. And I asked him, Вы русский? He said, no, я из Ukraine. Ukraine? What the fuck? I was asking, are you Russian? So then I was going outside, finally, after a quarter minute talking with that guy, with the Dutch guy. So I was going outside, I was talking with him outside the hotel in the night when everyone was sleeping, only me and that guy Frank. I was talking with Misha. And then we were talking about the war in Ukraine. He said the war is scheiße, shit. And I understand from his perspective that he doesn't like war. He likes Russian people. First I thought he said to my mother, well, she is suka, but he didn't mean that. I don't know why, I don't really remember. What I only remember, I drank so much vodka with that guy. I got so drunk that I was falling the whole time like this. Like this. And then this. What? And I was falling like this, and I can't get what? I was falling the whole time at the ground, all the time. What the fuck? Yeah, really, can you imagine? I drank 2 fucking bottles of vodka. Can you imagine what kind of brain test or attack it gave on my fucking brain, man? It gives such attack on my brain. So I was getting up. Well, Frank was laughing at me all the time, but then the humor was even not so funny as it should have been. So I was there talking with him after we were talking and talk about Russian music and, and we were talking about everything about the war in Ukraine, what do you think about, and he was showing his pictures of his wife, Lena, I think her name was, I don't really remember, and he had children, little cute children, oh, you should see them, Mila, really cute. So I was there talking with him, he was there sitting here, I was sitting here, he was sitting there, and we were drunk so much vodka, and yeah, I remember not anything what we were talking, but I still remember that guy was so thankful to meet me, and I was thankful to meet him. I don't see him again, because yeah, he lives there, he lives so miles away from me, and yeah, it was the first time in my life that I met a Ukrainian called Misha with a Russian name. Because many Ukrainians have Russian names, and in Kharkov in Ukraine, they're living many Russian Ukrainians. That's a fact. My mom told me too. So then I was drinking so much vodka, and I really did not understand why I was even talking with him. I was drinking so much. Yeah, he gave me more with Coca-Cola. Yeah, it was really weird. I know it was really weird. But this was the first guy I wanted to meet, a Ukrainian guy. I wanted to meet a Ukrainian, so I could talk about him and about war. So yeah, he didn't really talk about it so much, about, well, politics he really didn't like. But that guy was so nice. And I like Ukrainian people. Maybe not everyone, because there are many nationalists. And Stepan Bandera. If you heard about that guy, you should search it up in history. He was the greatest Ukrainian nationalist and motherfucking fascist ever existed in Ukrainian history. They calling him a hero. I don't call him a hero. He's a fucking fascist. Nahui. Sorry that I said this, but yeah. like this guy, he's not, of course, he wasn't a Bandera supporter or Ukrainian nationalist. No, you know, he was a nice guy, and he understood I am half Russian, half Afghan. I love Soviet Union. Well, he didn't know, but all right. So yeah, I was there. I was drunk. I was drunk at the time, and it was almost 1 o'clock. I think it was 2 o'clock, and Frank was still waiting for me. That guy was also 50 years old. Don't ask me. Maybe I can explain you, or you need to react on the comments why I was sleeping with a guy of 50 years old when I'm 27 years old. Don't ask me. So after I was getting drunk, well, yeah, I wanted to see his family, but his family was sleeping. So we were going I was going inside the building, inside the hotel, and I hadn't had a key card or key to open it. I think, shit, черт возьми! What the fuck I need to do now? I can't get into the hotel room. What the fuck, man? But don't worry. Misha said, no problem. У меня есть ключ. I have key. So thank God he had a key. He could open the door, and I was inside the hotel. Thank God. But then the disaster thing was coming. My first time, I was so fucking drunk. With so many wild vodka. Inside my veins, inside my lungs, inside my brain. And then I was getting in and I was walking to the room like this. And I was talking with Frank. And then, I getting drunk, I get sleep, falling. And everyone was even awake. I was even falling in a hallway. 2 times. He was laughing at me. I was drunk as fuck, but I still remember anything about it. I still remember anything about when I was laying. I also ripped out the curtain from the window. That was not smart of me. But then the lady called Monique was coming inside. That's our company traveler, coach, commander. And then she saw me laying all the time on the floor. And she couldn't laugh at it. Frank was not even laughing at it any time also. And the other people were also awake. Yeah. Yeah, that because of me. Yeah. So, you know, about this conflict in Ukraine. You know, as I told you, I met a Ukrainian guy, and he was nice. His name was Misha, but he wasn't Russian. And he was also telling that he was studying literature or something, and like my mom did in Moscow. I don't really remember what he was saying. He was talking Russian. Well, I can speak full Russian. I can speak almost 60% Russian. Maybe, I can keep it on that way. So, yeah. And he was talking with me about, I don't know, his family in Egypt. He was on vacation there with his wife. So, yeah, that's it, my friends. That's it, what I can tell you. So, about this conflict, you know, I remember when Ukraine was a Soviet country, Socialist Republic of Ukraine. You know, I wish those days came back, you know, when Russians and Ukrainians were friends. Maybe it won't be communist or socialist anymore. I hope they will. I hope, and Belarus too, as Kazakhstan, so we can reform the former USSR 2.0. I hope so. So yeah. And I hope you like this story. I hope you have interest in the story. If you have questions about the story, let me know everything in the comment. Next video will come now, and then I will end this. And tomorrow I'll make more videos. Check here also in the description. Here you can see it. I have here my Instagram account. Go follow me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, in the next video, and then I'll see you again. So yeah, about this video, about this story, you know, that wasn't a bad Ukrainian at all. Gagol, we say, a bad word for Ukrainians. I didn't say that to him, of course. I didn't, because he was nice to me. Он был добрый для меня. Он был добрый. Не вражеский. Но все, не проблем. Все хорошо. Yeah, what I just said, he was not hostile. He was friendly against me. So, yeah, I understand from my perspective, you know, my opinion is that Ukraine should be split. Maybe it won't be a country anymore, but I think if Putin and Zelensky won't talk at the tables, or they're still shooting rockets, missiles, boom, 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 and more civilians getting killed, Well, that's not gonna solve any problem in the fucking world. Like in Israel and Palestine, where still wars going on every day. And the Kosovo conflict, but there is not still war there. So yeah, I hope you understand it all, my friends. And yeah, I don't like this war even. But I will make another song if you want about Russia-Ukraine war. But my country, is supporting them, which I don't like. I hate my government. I hate the bandits, the ministers. One minister I like because he's against them. But I really hate them because they're capitalist mafia bandits and fucking assholes and piece of shit. They don't show interest in the people. They only show interest in themselves. They're taking our money away, spend it for their own rich and property and more beautiful villas, sexy girls and big cars. Man, fuck off with you. Fuck off. Fuck you. Give our money back to the proletarians, to the workers and peasants. And not to your filthy money pockets. And to Ukrainians, well, which they sold these Leopard tanks. Well, Germany did, but also Netherlands give them $1 fucking million a year. Where's the money then? You give it to Ukraine, you give it to the fucking Zionist Jew, the Zelensky, which his grandfather also was a victim of World War II. So yeah, my friends, I hope you understand about this all, but they are fucking motherfucking parasites. I hate them. I hate the Dutch Prime Minister himself. He can be killed with a gun in his head. Bang! And the rest of these ministers should be hanged up. Which I hope there will be a civil war here coming. Which the Dutch proletarians will stand up one day and shoot those motherfuckers in that tower in Den Haag. Bang, 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 bang! Die! All of you! Die! Parasites! Mafia parasites. So, I hope you liked this all. And yeah, I hope you liked the story. See you to the next vlog. This was Dog KFG, Afghanka, Soviet comrade. Thank you. And have a nice evening. Happy weekend, comrades. Служу Советскому Союзу! CCCP, man. You and I, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, then you like this poster and DMX. I'm out.